YouTube fans and all Civil War reenactors. Hey, this is Civil War at the Mark here. And I'm on the set here today, but I'm going to tell you about the guns of the Civil War, maybe the 150th anniversary of it, or the weapons of Civil War. Now, plus I'm going to show you some other cool looking stuff like my bigler right here. And at the end of this video, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a real cannonball that was given to me by a member, a church member where I go to church. And it's a real cannonball. And then I want you Civil War reenactors to shoot me an email about that, please. Okay, let me get started. Now, some of you Civil War reenactors out there that are kids, older teens, might want to pay attention to also. And if I said something wrong in this video, email me and tell me if I'm saying it correctly. Okay, now, and when you are shooting me email, send me your comments. Alright? And I'll be glad to read them. Okay, now, first thing. Now, you YouTube fans, let me show you again. Okay, now you have to go back and watch some of my videos, okay? Because in one of the videos, I'm showing you how a reenactor loads up his gun. And it's real cool to watch how they load up their guns. Drills and everything like that. But it's really cool to watch them. Now, in battle, what a reenactor would do is they have a belt, and the belt goes around the waist. It's a black belt, okay? So the belt is kind of thick and goes around the waist. And on the belt, they have their harvest sack and their canteen on one side. On the other side, they have cartridge box. They have a cap box. Now, I don't have those here in the set with me. I wish I did, but I don't. But let me demonstrate again for you. So what a reenactor does is he takes out he flips up the cartridge box deal, pulls out a cartridge about like this. Now the cartridge is rolled up paper, and what they do is they bite this, tear it with their teeth. They pour the black powder down into the barrel of the gun. Just like so. Then they throw this onto the ground. Now I'm not going to throw that onto the ground because I'm going to put it back here in the set. Next thing they do is they load it up with a cap. Now there again too, they have a box, and it's called a cap box. They pour the hammer back, cock it, the reenactor reaches back there and pulls out a cap. That's no bigger than your finger. I think those are made of aluminum or metal. I'm not sure. Then they put it right here. Then they wait for orders. And usually they tilt the guns up in the air. That way they're not firing. That way they're not pointing like this at other reenactors. Now, 150 years ago, during the Civil War days, they would point their guns like this at other soldiers, especially if there was Federals. If there was Federals and you had Confederates on this side and you had Federals on this side, you go 100 yards away, so maybe 100 yards away, then they would point their guns like this. They wouldn't tilt them up, they would point them just like this. And then a soldier back in the Civil War days, they wouldn't use caps like y'all use. They used bullets. And the bullets, after they would put the gunpowder down into the barrel of the gun, then they would take a bullet and put the bullet in there. And then they would fire just like this, arms sticking straight out, just like this. And then start shooting. Another thing Civil War soldiers would have done back then, 150 years ago, is their bayonet. And in the Civil War reenactments, the bayonet sticks straight up. It kind of like has a handle to it. And the reenactor, nowadays a reenactor just hooks it up to the gun. But back 150 years ago, it would be up. You know, this would be straight up. And then the reenactor, or the soldier, the soldier would take that bayonet and then they poke it just like this. Say that there was a Federal, okay, and there was a Confederate. The Confederate is going to try to stab the Federal probably in the side or in the stomach with a bayonet, just like this. Now you don't see a reenactor doing it like this, right? So you don't see a reenactor jabbing another one like that, okay? 150 years ago they probably did that, but not today. They don't do that now today. Today, yes, they do have a bayonet up there on the guns, probably to make them, you know, for show or whatever. But they don't stab them like that. If you go in if you look in the history books, you will see that. Okay. Next thing I want to show you is let me show you this cool looking mini ball. When I was doing the Battle of Port Jefferson, I went to the vendor, and this is not a real one. This is the kind I can use, and to demonstrate to y'all. And look right there, and this is nice and silver and shiny, and I got this from the vendor. Imagine if this was going into your arm or going to your leg, it could do a lot of damage. But it could do a lot of damage to you. Next thing I want to show y'all is this. This is a gun, a revolver. I'll pour it out. Now, this revolver is probably just for display, and I wouldn't shoot one on the field anyway. My role is doc. I take care of them, but that's my role. But this is a revolver. It's probably from both sides. Probably from Federals or from Confederates. And there again too, what a reenactor does is he puts a cap right here, blows up the black powder and put it right in there, and then it fires it off. And then on the muskets, they probably not keep putting black powder down into the gun. They keep loading it up with caps. Now, the other thing I want to show you is this. This is my sword, and I think you've seen my sword on some of my videos already. This is my sword right here. And then what they do is they will give a command. And if they give a command on the field, use the time they do this, like an arm single, and they come down like this, and they gives off a command of it. And then let me show you this. This right here is my bugler. And now I would not use this on the field because it's probably an NCO or a CO's bugler, but it's pretty though. And this is CSA, which is standing for Confederacies. And what they do is they blow into it, sound the attack, or the sound reveille. Now, I want to show y'all something. I say the best for last. You'll like this. Like I said, a member of my church, where I go, let me find it. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this before. And, okay. Y'all gonna love this. I'd like y'all to send me an email about this. Okay, here it goes. Now look at that. I'm going to hold it up real close. What you're looking at is a real cannonball. And I can't tell you if that's from the Civil War or from the Spanish-American War, but look at that. Now if you're a Civil War reenactor, would you shoot me an email please and let me know if that's from the Civil War, whatever. But a member of my church hit his lawnmower with this. And when he hit his lawnmower hit something. He looked down and he dug this up out of his yard, and it's a cannonball, and the cannonball weighs about 12 pounds, by the way. It's real heavy, and I don't have it here with me. It's at somebody else's house. But isn't that pretty? That is a real cannonball, by the way. Like I said, that was from a church member of mine where I go to church. I'm Super After Mark. Subscribe to my channel. Also, too, when you email me, leave your comments in the emails. I'm Super After Mark. I'll check with y'all next time. Bye.